I really thought. I mean, it's 300 degrees out, and someone is trying to sell us a furnace.
Monica, where's Father?
What's wrong? I mean, I thought you were working.
Yes, I got out for lunch. Where is he?
Well, he's in the living room.
Come on, you better come with me. This concerns you, too.
What?
Come on. Father.
Oh, boy. No breeze at all. That river's so stagnant you can smell it from here.
I've got some bad news for you, sir. You know, yesterday in surgery at the hospital, somebody died. A man named Henry Charnoux, a banker.
Yeah, I read about it in the paper. Poor chap died right there on the operating table.
Yes, I heard about it.
Quite a reputation the old boy had for himself. Or I should say young boy.
He was 38.
What do you mean, you knew him, Edward?
Well, I knew of him. He left the Second City Bank to head up some big credit rating institution. Real shame.
You're going to think it's an even bigger shame when I tell you how he died.
Well, I heard it was complications during surgery.
That's what everybody thought until the autopsy was performed. And then Steve called me into the office because he wanted us to know. It seems that this man was given some medicine during surgery which may have contributed to his death and possibly was contaminated.
What do you mean, may have, or possibly? What does that mean?
They're going to launch an investigation.
So what's that got to do with us?
The medication in question came from Bullen Pharmaceuticals. Steve has put a hold on all Bullen drugs until a determination has been made.
Oh, I've never seen such heat. It must be over 100 degrees out there. What's wrong?
Well, you tell Mr. Livingston that I want to talk to him. It's urgent, and I want to talk to him immediately.
All we can hope is that this is an isolated incident.
Can you imagine the lawsuits a thing like this is going to generate?
I'm much more concerned about the welfare of the people who've been given this drug.
First, we have to determine where the contamination occurred before we can find out who's responsible
Well,
for
I'm
it.
sure if it was just an accident...
Accidents don't hold up in court. They're going to want to know who the responsible party is, and that'll be Bullen. And if Bullen sinks, so does ELQ.
Oh, Mr. Quartermain, I just saw the strangest thing. I was out in the garden, and Luke Spencer just came out of Heather's cottage in a storm, got in his car, and drove away in a
Oh,
fury.
Stella, that's none of our business. We have enough problems of our own to worry about without Heather's.
I think it's still very strange.
Well, Heather's a strange woman. The sooner you realize that, the easier it's going to be for you to accept her.
Mr. Livingston? Yes, this is Monica Quartermain. The hospital has notified you? Well, what are you doing about it? Mr. Livingston, excuse me, this is not enough. No, I want all medication checked and double-checked before it leaves that plant. Now, I don't care if it was only one drug. Everything gets checked, or I will personally close down the entire company. Now, do you realize if this contamination spreads, we could all be ruined, and you personally could go to jail? Oh, yes, I am sure you will keep your mouth shut. You do get back to me, quickly.
You wouldn't dare close down the operation.
Well, I might not be able to, but I'm sure the Drug Administration will.
How strange. You know, the first anti-venom that we got for Grant was contaminated as well.
Well, it's lucky for us that wasn't Bullen, too.
Speaking of Grant, how's he doing?
Very well, very well. He's up and walking around, and he can have regular visitors now.
Well, Celia, yes, well, we should all go see him.
Well, you have to wait in line. Everyone wants to see him now, even Dr. Jim.
Oh, well, what a surprise.
Yeah,
What happens? The two illegitimates. A big illegitimate and a little illegitimate.
Well, we came by to say hi to Daddy, right?
Oh, which daddy is that? You both have different ones, you know.
I know about Jason, but I came by to say hi to Mike.
Oh, well, both you and Jason are in luck. They're both in the living room.
Hello, Jimmy Lee.
Hi.
Hi, Jason.
What are you doing?
Let me take him up to Mrs. Quartermain. She'd love to see him.
Okay, go
My
ahead.
Stella, that's the best idea you've had all day.
Want to go see Granny? Yeah, good boy.
Granny. Isn't that cute?
Good.
Adorable.
There's always a chance we could settle for less.
If you think the Charnoux family would even consider a settlement, you're crazy. We have no defense. They'll kill us in court.
Sounds like somebody's talking lawsuit.
Well, not against us, against Bullen Pharmaceuticals, which ELQ happens to own. They lost a patient at the hospital yesterday due to some contaminated Bullen Pharmaceuticals.
That's tough.
It's worse than that. If Bullen goes down, ELQ's going to lose millions.
Well, look, if you guys get into trouble, I mean, just ask me. I'll keep you afloat with the whole Quartermain construction.
Aha! Oh, for joy! A whole $4 a week. You can have lunch at Kelly's once a week.
Look, I'm serious. If we get hit, we have to stick together. And if we do, just ask me.
Would you do me a favor? Would you save all of this kind of loyalty for your fellow laborers down on the waterfront?
It's not an act, Alan.
You mean to tell me you would turn over all your assets to us like that?
That's right. If you needed it, yes.
Well, of course you would, my boy. And so would you, Alan. We Quartermaines stick together. I thank you very much, Jimmy Lee. I don't think I'm going to need your money, but I sure do appreciate the offer.
Hi there, cousin.
Nice try, Jimmy Lee.